On Christmas a year ago, a deadly fire spread through the Warwick apartments in the early morning. The fire killed 2 people, sent 6 to hospital, and left a total of 42 tenants without homes. A resident of the Warwick shares the story of what's happened to her over the last 12 months.
I could see from my window that there was firefighters and everything, and I can feel the heat coming from upstairs. It was so hot, and I just pushed myself to go and put my jacket on and just go to the door. I opened the door, there's firefighters, everything. Told me to get out of the building.
Joanne Fontaine says she looks back and she's grateful she was able to hear the alarm that forced her out of bed.
It was unreal, like, to see a fire, and I barely made it out. If I was on my sleeping pills that night, I wouldn't have made it out.
Nearly a year later, Fontaine says she's still working on building her life back together. She lost almost everything in the fire, escaping only with the clothes on her back. But miraculously, she was able to recover 1 item from her former apartment.
I was only able to save my poster that my brother signed, and I just kept that because he passed away like just right after the fire.
Fontaine says she treasures the poster as it's the only memory she has of her friend who she calls her street brother.
It's just scary, like, to know like that I'm alone now, like by myself.
Fontaine says the impacts since Christmas Day are lasting and are not only affecting her possessions.
I don't know if my body I don't know if I'll ever be able to be the same again. Because at any noise, even if I drop this on the floor, I just jump. I feel depressed all the time. I feel angry.
Manitoba Housing says ongoing supports have been offered to tenants, but Fontaine says she hasn't seen any help in terms of counseling or basic needs like clothing.
We didn't ask for this to happen. We just want to be able to get through this.
Fontaine says she's going to move on from this experience and eventually become an advocate for those like her who have been struggling. In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.